Good morning, everybody. It's very early in the morning. Actually, it's not as early as I usually wake up. But today, it's not a normal day. Alright, today's not a normal day because it's a travel day. The thing about this travel day is that we're also taking the little guy, which should be totally fine. This isn't even his first flight, but this will be his longest flight, and we have a lot of stuff to take. I'm fairly confident he's gonna do well. You just don't want to be a distraction, you know? An early flight full of a lot of busy people. I don't want him to be mad at us. No, 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 no. All of my audio is ruined. Starting with that clip, I didn't record audio for like 3 days of our trip. I still have no idea what happened. All I know is that the microphone didn't work and there's no audio. But the show must go on. So spoiler alert, we made it home, safe and sound. Trip is over. It was great. But Levi, what were you doing in Arizona? That's a great question. That's the question that I was answering in that previous scene. Long story short, my wife had a training in Phoenix at that hotel. That hotel was phenomenal. I can roll a few clips of that. While she was preparing for her trip and we were kind of researching where the hotel was, we found out that it was about 25 minutes away from the headquarters of the company that I interned with back in 2013. In 2013, I interned with a company called Athletes Performance. Athletes Performance is now rebranded themselves into EXOS, and EXOS is headquartered out of Phoenix. On Tuesday morning, while my wife was in her training, I went to EXOS. The hotel had a nanny service. How amazing is that? I could not bring you along. That's not really appropriate. That's not the type of place that you walk into and film a bunch of things and then just put it on the internet. But I can show you a couple Instagram clips that I did take. EXOS is an incredible company. Arguably, they're the top training company in the world. They train professional athletes from every sport imaginable. They have corporate accounts with Fortune 500 companies, and they have contracts with the US government. I 100% believe that I am where I am today, and Perform24 is what it is today because of that internship that I did take right out of college. They ingrained in me a level of detail that I still rely on. Like, that is in my coaching and programming DNA. Getting back into that environment, getting back into that atmosphere, watching the coaches, watching the athletes, speaking with the coaches, speaking with the athletes. And it was just a great reminder kind of where I came from. I mean, I haven't stepped foot in an EXOS facility since that internship completed. And this was a really good time to be reminded of some of the things that make that place special. You know, Perform24 has its own heartbeat, and I love that heartbeat, and I love the vibe that Perform24 has. There's nothing that I would want to do to change that. That's exactly, you know, what we've been building it into in the last 5 years. But just like in anything, you've never arrived. You're never finished. It's never completed. So stepping back into that EXOS world, it was pretty special. So the trip as a whole was very productive for my wife. It was very productive for me. I got to meet up with a couple of my athletes that are based out there. Again, that footage was ruined because the audio is not attached. I still can't believe I did that. But it was a great time. We had some great family time, you know, hanging out at the pool, going on some desert hikes in the little trails around the hotel property. And as a bonus, the little guy flew great. You know, the 4-hour flight didn't bother him. There, it didn't bother him coming home. The time change definitely bothered him, but after a couple days, he's already back on track. So I appreciate you guys following me along. I'll try to get better with this whole camera situation in the future, but for now, so as some of you may know, I run a gym called Perform24 here in South Tampa. Perform24 is all about the progress of your overall life purpose, guys. So Perform24, there's kind of 5 life priorities that we talk about: physical, personal, professional, psychological, and then the last one is that purpose. Ultimately, like, it doesn't matter if we're working with a pro athlete or if we're working with a local adult, driving their life forward outside of the gym's walls is kind of our goal. So I wanted to shoot this video, take you along on our trip, just to kind of show you that my life certainly is not all about the weight room. That plays a very important part, and training plays an important part in my life, but there's a lot of other things going on. So on this trip, you know, we had the personal family time, we had the professional, the work flow going on, the psychological. I kind of consider that to be like creativity, which was making this video, even though I kind of messed it up. And ultimately, like, that's driving my life's purpose forward. So anyways, hopefully I'll be making more of these types of videos, just to kind of give you my version of what a Perform24 life looks like. I appreciate you guys paying attention and coming along, and we will see you in the next video.